Hey gang, it's Stop Doc from the e6stop.com, and today we're just going to talk about the VV BoxMod from MadVapes.com. I only paid 35 bucks for this, and there's not too many places you can get a variable voltage mod for 35 bucks. They did a great job on this. Got an on and off switch. It's got a pot trimmer switch here that you can actually adjust with your nail or your finger. You can kind of roll it a little bit here. You can use a little screwdriver here, but you don't necessarily have to have one, because you can still move it around just fine without one. It'll last you forever right here. Gives you a nice little click. They did a great job on this. It has a variable voltage circuit board and an NCP 630 regulator, and that minimizes the voltage drop with any atomizer that you put on it. They kind of hot glued everything in place here, so everything stays where it is supposed to be. These are AW high drain, 14500, 3.7, 600 milliamps per hour, and I can put these in. Well, I can put these in and start vaping at 5:30 in the morning, and when I go to bed about midnight, I can put them in the charger, and I have yet to run out on them. So they virtually last all day, and I vape pretty much all the time. It seems like I've always got one in my hand somehow. It's got a sealed 510 connector on it, and this thing vapes like a champ. I also got this from MadVapes. I don't remember what I paid for it, but it was fairly inexpensive. It's got a nice little white Delrin box around it. The accuracy is to 0.005 volts. It reads 2.8 to 25.2 volts and up to 6 cells. It doesn't work on an Ego for some reason, but other than that, it's a nice little thing to have. It's very handy to have around. You don't necessarily have to know what the volts are, because you go by throat hit and taste, but I'll show you how easy this is to use. I will use a little screwdriver for this. We'll start down in the off position here. So there's 2.76, 2.75, and I'm just going to move it just a little bit, 3.16. So we went from 2.75 to 3.15 in just a little tiny, all I did was just barely move it. 3.41, 3.98, 4.21, 4.4, and right about 4.4, 4.5 is when it's lined up straight across here. So the sweet spot, you're looking at about 3.7 to 5 volts, and so you barely have to move it right when you know it's lined up and down. So you know you're right around 4.5 volts when you have it right there. 5.1, 5.7, and again I'm just barely moving it. 6.3, 6.6, 7.4, 7.7. That's the highest it goes. So we went from 2.75 volts to 7.7 volts, 2.5 to 7.7 volts for 35 bucks. That's pretty good for variable voltage. Nice wide range. You can find the sweet spot with any atomizer, and we'll put a fluxomizer on here. This fluxomizer is 2.6 to 2.8 ohms, and I kind of found the sweet spot is anywhere from about 4.2 to 4.5, and it tastes great, gets a nice throat hit, gives me lots of vapor. The other thing that you can do, we'll take this off for just a second here, we'll throw on, this is an Ego to 510 adapter, This has a 510 connection on it. But the nice thing about that is when you throw an adapter on, you can do little things like this and just make it more aesthetically pleasing, I guess. It just makes it look a little nicer. I went with the white VV BoxMod instead of the black. Seems like everybody has a black, so I decided to go with the white. It's kind of a nice change of pace, you know. It's decent looking. Fits in your pocket. Like I said, it has the on-off switch and you can throw it in your pocket. And the vapor, epic. Nice. The juice tastes great with the Fluxamizer. One more time. That's awesome. Just awesome. Great throat hit, great taste, lots of vapor, and $35 from MadVapes.com. You can't beat it for a VV box. And it's just nice to have. It's nice to have a variable voltage mod around, so that you can find the sweet spot for any atomizer that you have. Or if you go to order something, they're out, and it's like, oh, I can't get a low resistance atomizer. Well, that's okay. You can still get a 3 ohm atomizer, put it on your VV, and do some high voltage vaping. So it's great to have around. This is the Stop Doc from the eSigStop.com. Stop by, say hi, look us up in the forum or live chat or live video chat. We got a contest going on. We're giving away some e-cig kits. We're giving away some atomizers, cartomizers, battery chargers. Lots of good things going on all the time at the eSigStop.com. So stop by, say hi, and you stay on the vapor trail.